Hey crypto friends, for those of you who are new to the channel, my name is Garrett and welcome to Altcoin Radar. Today we are going to be taking a look at Shiba Inu and we are going to be taking a look at the charts and we're going to see where it might be headed, and we will cover both bullish and bearish scenarios as well, just to simply cover all of the possibilities. Now, for those of you who love trading crypto and would like to try out the same exchange that I use on a daily basis, feel free to go ahead and try out the Blowfin exchange here with the link in the video description down below this video. Now, the big reason why I love using the Blowfin exchange is because they allow anybody from anywhere to be able to sign up and trade crypto futures. So if you're from the United States and you want to trade crypto futures like me, you can do it right here on the Blowfin exchange. But I think for some reason, people from New York cannot sign up, and I think that has to do with state laws rather than Blowfin itself. So keep that in mind as well. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and take a look at Shiba Inu and see what we've got going on here. So as you guys can clearly see, actually, you know what? We're going to take a look at the overall meme coin market itself. All right, so the overall meme coin market itself has been absolutely, I mean, we had this giant rise at the beginning of February here in 2024, and it just went straight the hell up. I mean, it just went straight up like a rocket ship, but it has literally been declining ever since, and pretty much all the big meme coins have been, you know, dropping in price as well, as you guys can clearly see on this market cap chart over here. For instance, in the peak of the last bull market in 2021, we peaked at a market cap in the meme coin market at around pretty much $90 billion. And so far in this bull market, we have only peaked right around, let's see here, what is this? Right around the $67 billion mark. And we are currently sitting at roughly $39.5 billion as well. All right, so keep that in mind when we're looking at price action here. So when we go ahead and look at SHIB, we can clearly see we topped out here at around 45,634, way up here, and it's just been a straight downward trend ever since. But this is kind of a good thing, because it gives us, you know, meme coins a time to consolidate and potentially gain momentum for another big leg back upwards to the upside. And I'm kind of hoping that that's what we end up seeing here, because as you guys can clearly see here on the daily chart, we have got SHIB into a pretty much a giant falling wedge here on the macro charts. And as we all know, with falling wedges, usually 9 times out of 10, falling wedges end up breaking out to the upside. All right. So what can we look at from here? Obviously, I'm not a magician. I can't tell you exactly what it's going to do, and I can't give you a price target of what it could be in the peak of the height of a, you know, of a full-blown bull market, because I'm obviously not a magician. I can't see the future. Nobody can, so obviously I can't tell you that. But we can look at price analysis and we can determine where we think it could go from where we're at currently right now. And where we're currently sitting at right now, we are currently sitting at 13,782. And what I could personally see here is we are currently riding this support level down here at right around 12,801. But what I'm currently seeing here is if we go up and we have, you know, meme coins start to break out again, and SHIB could potentially break out of this falling wedge, or that's what we want to see happen anyway. We want to see SHIB break out of this falling wedge and head upwards towards this resistance area here of 2488. This is kind of one of the main key resistance points that we need to cross before we can start feeling bullish enough to be able to go up and reach towards the next main target of resistance that we want to pass, before feeling extremely bullish that we've got enough momentum to be able to go up to this 45,634 area. So what I could see happening here is if things do turn bullish at some point in time, whenever that is, we'll probably end up going up to this resistance area, and we will probably end up coming back down a little bit, down to one of these midterm consolidation levels right in here, before gaining momentum again to be able to cross through up into this next area here of resistance. And then once we do get to this resistance again, we'll probably come back down to create another higher low somewhere around right in here at these midterm support levels right in here, and once again gaining momentum again to go through these next resistance areas, and then have enough momentum to get up to this resistance area here of 29,492. And this is kind of the big key level that I personally see that we need to cross before we can start feeling extremely bullish, like we've got enough momentum to be able to go upwards further to be able to get up to this 45,634 area. But overall, realistically, if altcoins do end up having another big leg back up to the upside again, I have no doubt that SHIB will eventually, be able to cross this level of 45,634 at some point in time. But that's only if the overall altcoin market continues or starts to gain momentum again and starts to head up higher once again. All right, so keep that in mind as well. But obviously, we do have to talk about bearish scenarios as well, just because, hey, I mean, this is reality and we want to be ready for possibly anything. So realistically, there is a good possibility we could drop from here as well. And if we do end up dropping from here, if we drop out of this support level here at 12,801, we could be headed towards this next support layer down here of 10,715. But that would be fine if we did, because we'd still be within the falling wedge here, as you guys can clearly see. So if it did end up going back down to this level down here, there's a good strong possibility we could end up bouncing here and start going back up and breaking through the falling wedge and start heading higher again. Overall, that's what we realistically want to see, guys. But a lot of it is obviously going to depend on the overall altcoin market in general as well. So when we take a look at the overall altcoin market here on the daily chart, we can clearly see that, let's see here, we can clearly see that price or the altcoin market cap has been pretty much hovering right around the support level here of $560 billion and this 20-period EMA that we've got going on right here. Now, if we end up not being able to cross and go above this 20-period EMA and the 50-period EMA, altcoins will probably end up dropping another leg backwards to the downside. That's typically usually what happens here when we end up failing to break above this 20-period EMA right here. As you guys can clearly see, the same thing kind of happened right here. We went up and we tried to clear this 20-period EMA. It did not work out. It did not happen, and we ended up dropping back down to the downside. All right, so we want to keep an eye on all that stuff as well. Now, before I go ahead and wrap up this video, if you guys feel like you got some decent value out of this one, hey, go ahead and make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button below the video, and leave me a comment below on your personal thoughts on where you think the price of SHIB is going to go here in the short to midterm. And hey guys, with that said, for those of you guys who stuck around and watched this entire video throughout the whole thing, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate all of you, and I hope to see all of you in my future videos.